Good evening. Merry Christmas and welcome to Unitarian Church North. I am Kristen Gasser and I will be your worship assistant tonight. It's good to see you all here in the evening, in the dark, to celebrate Christmas Eve. And I want to thank Becca just now, Becca Helmstetter, for singing that solo. That really set the feeling of Christmas for me, so thank you. Today we have invited the Reverend Tony Larson to be our guest in the pulpit. The Reverend Dr. Tony Larson has recently retired from being the minister at Olympia Brown Unitarian Universalist Church in Racine for over 42 years. He is an author and an advocate for justice, helping to guide many local organizations, including the Women's Resource Center, Southeastern Wisconsin AIDS Project, Racine Jail Ministry, and the LGBT Center of Southeast Wisconsin. Assisting in our service today, we have Becca, as I mentioned earlier, providing special music. Anna is our piano accompanist. Extraordinaire is what I actually wrote here because she's fantastic. And John is in the sound booth tonight. Thank you for helping us out on Christmas Eve. And thank you all for being here. UCN provides the light of religious freedom in the warmth of a caring community. We are dedicated to creating a diverse and inclusive community. We promote free religious expression, inspire spiritual and ethical growth, and work for justice in our world. We do not have a staffed nursery tonight, but we normally have a staffed nursery should you come here on a typical service in the lower level. And tonight, if you, for some reason, should feel like you need to leave the sanctuary, we do have a quiet room in the back. The lights are off at this time, but it's equipped with a speaker and obviously a window so you can continue to participate in the service. We also have a visitor's table in the lobby over here where you may pick up a copy of this week's announcements and sign up to receive them by email if you wish. And we invite members and visitors alike to join in the things that we do around our church, so please know that you're always welcome. And could I please have Dan Lusk come up for a special announcement?
That's me. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the building committee. Is there any questions? Anybody have?
Yeah, what's the building committee?
Oh, that is a good question, Brian. Thank you for asking that question. Dr. Larson, can you help me with this?
Oh, sure.
Just hold this sign up.
I always wanted to be Vanna White.
Okay. What is a building? If building is also known as a structure, what is a committee? Also known as a group of people. Does that mean the building committee is a structured group of people? In a Unitarian church? No way. Maybe Catholic or Lutheran, but not in a Unitarian church. Thank you, Dr. Larson.
Sure.
Any other questions?
Exactly what does the building committee do?
That's an excellent question, Brian. Thank you for that question. The building committee does things like maintain the building, repair, replace, that kind of thing. We even painted the building. And one of the things we did was we installed some annoying devices on the lavatory, so it takes an engineer to know how to use them. So that's kind of some of what we do. Any other questions? Yes.
Dan, can women be on the building committee?
Most assuredly, women can be on the building committee. You don't have to be intelligent. You don't have to be strong. You don't even have to be a member. You just have to have an attitude. So that's all it takes. Yes.
Will I just be allowed to touch the electrical sockets of the building committee?
Not tonight. No, I don't think you should. Good question, though. If you want more information, talk to Brian Bunzel. He's recovering from washing cats for church donations, and he can fill you in a little bit more on that. Thank you for your time.
Okay. After the service, please join us for a Christmas Eve reception in the lower level. There are stairs right behind the sanctuary, and around the corner this way is an elevator, should you need an elevator. Please note, you may have noticed we didn't distribute the hymnals out tonight because all of the songs we will be singing are on an insert in your order of service. So hopefully you have one of these, and if you don't, I'm sure there's some available in the lobby. Okay. You ready?
we're at that time of the year when the sun comes out a little longer each day until it finally overtakes the dark. And in ancient times, at this season of the year, our ancestors watched the time of sunlight get shorter and shorter, and they probably worried sometimes whether it might disappear altogether if they didn't do something. So they came out into the night carrying torches in order to get the torch in the sky, the sun, to come back. So they always came out at this time of the year, and of course the sun always did come back, so they figured it worked. That is the oldest reason for the season. When Christianity came along, Christians didn't have a festival for this time, and they certainly didn't celebrate the birth of Jesus for the first couple hundred years, because in the Bible, only bad people celebrated their birthday. But when Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire, they decided to take the Roman solstice festival and reinterpret it as the season for Jesus' birth. Though we know clearly Jesus would not have been born at this time of the year because no shepherds would have been outside watching their sheep in Israel at this time. Still, that is why we celebrate Jesus' birth at this time of the year. But there were and are other festivals of light from around the world too, like the Jewish commemoration of Hanukkah, which ended 2 weeks ago. That celebrates freedom of religion, which the Jews gained over 2,000 years ago. Hanukkah means dedication, and it refers to the temple's rededication after it had been taken over by the Syrians. The legend is that after they took back their temple, they could find only 1 cup of oil that hadn't been used for pagan sacrifice, and that 1 cup should have only lasted 1 day, but it miraculously lasted 8 days, long enough to get new oil ready, which is why Hanukkah lasts 8 days. Another festival of light you may or may not know about is Diwali, observed just 7 weeks ago by Hindus, Jains, and Sikhs in India. It is celebrated with little lamps called deepas to represent the triumph of good over evil, or light over dark. Sometimes they even put the little deepas in their windows to help the goddess Lakshmi find your house and bring you good luck for the coming year. A little bit like Santa. Many Buddhists also use lights to commemorate Buddha's enlightenment at this time of the year, usually on December 8th. And in Japan, the New Year also celebrates the return of the sun goddess Amaterasu in Shintoism. Plus, of course, there's Kwanzaa, solstice, Chalaka. So we are not alone in lighting candles at this time of the year. Now, in a few moments, the lights will be dimmed so we can kind of experience the darkness and wait for the light to come back. And I will sing, "Let there be light," and you'll echo it back. You want to give it a try? Let there be light. And gradually the light of the sun and the light within each of us will symbolically return, and then we'll kindle our chalice flame. Now, we will be singing a song later in the service, just before we light the candles, by the way, and it's called Dona Nobis Pacem. Dona, from which we get our words donate and donor, means give. Nobis, from which we get the Spanish nos and nosotros, means us. And pacem, from which we get words like pacific, pacifier, and pacifism, means peace. Dona nobis pacem, give us peace. Which seems an appropriate prayer, not just for this season, but for the future in our country. So let's give it a try. I'd like our song leaders to come on up. And this group will sing. I'll sing it first, then she'll sing it with me, and then we bring you all in and see if we can get it, okay? Dona nobis pacem pacem. Dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem pacem. Dona nobis pacem. it if you can. Do, na, no, bis, pacem, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Everyone this time in this group? Do, na, nobis, pacem, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. And the second group will be doing the high part. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Try with me. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Now let's try it as a group. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. And the third group will sing Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Now together. Do, na, nobis, pacem. Do, na, nobis, pacem. We'll be singing it later. Hopefully you'll remember. If you don't, sing whatever you like, because people who sing off key generally sing in the chord, and you'll just be adding extra harmony. So don't worry about it. So thank you. Thank you for trying that with me. All right.